myself as someone who doesn't really play Pokemon Go. Dominic doesn't play Pokemon Go. He never could get into it. Pokemon Go was never really my thing. It just wasn't really for me.
Wasn't really for me until now. Am I making an entire video based off of one comment that I happened to make that I didn't play Pokemon Go? Yes. Yes, I am. But people can change. Things are different now. I have played Pokemon Go. Unintentionally. Kinda on accident. It's no secret that I've been extremely into playing Pokemon trading card game Pocket. Like, I'm actually obsessed with this game. Like, I pick it up at least once a day and open a booster pack. Like, I cannot stop. So one day I was just quickly scrolling through my phone and Pokemon Go just happened to be right next to Pokemon Pocket, and so I accidentally, with my big fat thumb, clicked on Go instead of Pocket and just let it happen. My thought process at the time, honestly, was kind of just, oh, this was a happy accident, but let me see, where is Pokemon Go at currently? What's everybody doing? What's the current event? What's everybody catching? Is there an event that's going on that I just don't know anything about, because I don't really keep up to date of anything for Pokemon Go, so I genuinely have no idea. And wow, was there a lot. It turns out that I had been way more behind than I ever thought that I was. I had a few Pokemon to my name, barely any items, and did not even know the difference between a raid battle and a Dynamax battle, because I didn't even know that Dynamax battles were something that was happening. Heck, I don't even know what most of the items do. Genuinely, sometimes I look through my backpack and I look at the items and I don't know what they're there for. Like, I genuinely don't know what I'm using them for, so they're just sitting in my backpack taking up space because I will never get a bigger one because I refuse to spend money on this game. I wasn't even customized. Like, I was still wearing the normal trainer outfit that I'm pretty sure you just get after logging into the game for the first time. Like, I hadn't even customized my trainer. It was at this point where I started to remember when I stopped playing Pokemon Go was actually a very, very long time ago. Feels like eons at this point. Back when I was in high school. The last time I played Pokemon Go was the same year it released in 2016. I know I've committed a crime. This is a sin against the Pokemon community. I feel bad about it every day, but I played it all the way back then. I played it between rehearsals for a summer musical that I was in. I was in a production of Grease. I played one of the T-Birds.
What's that playing on the radio? Why do I start swaying to and fro?
I was too busy wearing leather jackets and learning 4 chords on the guitar than I was to play Pokemon Go. Like, I genuinely played it a couple times here and there, and I just never really got into it. And then I moved to New York City, and you would think that that would have changed things with how much there is to do, how many places there are to go, how many Pokestops there would be to spin. But girl, it didn't change anything. I still never opened the game, and I didn't pick it up the entire time I was here until recently, a couple days ago. I won't lie to you, the thought had crossed my mind several times. I do remember over the years that I would think about opening the game and then put it right back down. I don't know what kind of inner saboteur was holding me back from becoming my truest Pokemon fan self, that if I really wanted to collect all the Infinity Stones to put in my gauntlet of being a true Pokemon master, that I would eventually need to play Pokemon Go. Like, it genuinely felt wrong that I considered myself this massive Pokemon person enough to have a whole channel nearly dedicated to Pokemon and video game related content, and I don't play Pokemon Go. It felt wrong, it did, but now here we are. After getting over the initial shock of how far behind I was, I took a look at some of the quests in the game and realized that there were so many of them for me to do. I even noticed that some of these quests had mythical Pokemon as the prize at the end for doing it, and this made me really excited. I would say this is probably one of the reasons I still am playing it. For those who saw my recent video about shiny locking, you know that I am a massive fan of mythical Pokemon and hunting them, and this was really exciting to me, knowing that there was a bunch of quests that I could complete in the game to get mythical Pokemon that I could then transfer through home and get to other Pokemon games. Even some quests to get Diancie and Hoopa, which are 2 Pokemon that I personally have never gotten the chance to use ever, so I was very excited to see that. But let me tell you something, getting back into this game after so long of ignoring it was not an easy thing to do. I was wasting Pokeballs left and right because I could not do a curve throw to save my life. I played soccer growing up. All the talent is in my feet, okay? I didn't play baseball. I don't know how to throw anything. I also specifically remember, because of how much it gave me a mental scar ever since it happened, that one of my first raids that I did was against a Chansey. It wasn't even that high of a combat power. I think it was like something in the 3,000 to 4,000 range. Like, it wasn't crazy. But girl, I don't know how it happened. Somehow, some way, that Chansey chewed me up, spit me out, and grinded my face into the concrete. Chansey's foot was on my neck. That raid scarred me so bad that I don't think that I did another raid for like days after that. But eventually, I picked myself back up off the floor that Chansey left me on, and I continued. I started doing Dynamax raids. I started doing gym battles. I even started battling Go Rocket whenever I had the chance, kicking those losers to the curb after spinning their Pokestops. Who are you to tell me that I can't spin something? It was here when I was fighting Team Go Rocket that I started to realize that shadow Pokemon are very much a thing in this game, which I could not believe. I am a massive fan of Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, which at the time of filming this just got announced that on the Switch 2's Nintendo Online for GameCube, it's going to be available to play both of the original games, and I literally could not be more excited. I almost exploded when the trailer happened. So seeing that shadow Pokemon were in this game, and y'all, I genuinely had no idea. Like, when I tell you I know nothing about Pokemon Go, I know nothing about Pokemon Go. You're probably like, but Dominic, it's in all the advertisements and it's all over the internet. I know. I never saw it, okay? I never saw that there were shadow Pokemon in the game, but now I do. And it was like a little piece of nostalgia, a little piece of my childhood, like seeing shadow Pokemon and being able to save them and snag them like you could in the original games. It just, I loved it. It brought so much joy to my heart. Along with snagging some shadow Pokemon from Team Go Rocket, I started completing a lot more of the quests that I was able to do, especially the ones for mythical Pokemon, which were priorities in my mind that I needed to get them. But one of my top priorities was getting Diancie. And not only just because I had never used Diancie and it's one of my favorite Pokemon, but also I really wanted to Mega Evolve something so badly. Maybe I'm just so excited for Legends ZA, but like, I just really wanted to Mega Evolve something, especially something I had never gotten the chance to. So finding and catching my girl Diancie was one of the utmost priorities in my mind. After some quests that took way longer than they needed to, I eventually got my Diancie. I was able to Mega Evolve it, and I used it in a raid and won the raid actually, and nothing had felt so sweet than being able to go back to the raids, win one, especially with a Mega Pokemon that I've been wanting to use for so long. This video today was kind of just me wanting to talk about Pokemon Go now that I'm actually playing it, but I really don't have that much else to say other than I'm just having a lot of fun and it's something I wanted to talk about. If you're a fan of Pokemon Go, I'm so sorry that it took me so long to get into it, but hey, girl, I'm here now, alright? So let's make the most of it. So if you want to be friends with me on Pokemon Go, I could leave my friend code down in the description. We could all be friends, we could send gifts to each other, maybe even trade, battle sometime, who knows? Like, I would love to be on this game a lot more. Now that I've picked it up and opened the app again, I feel like there's no going back. Like, I can't just put it back down at this point. Like, I gotta keep playing, I gotta stay invested. So, who knows? Maybe one of these days I'll end up going to one of those like Pokemon Go Fest. Like, I have never actually been inclined to go to one of those because I didn't think there was anything for me there. But now if I'm playing Pokemon Go, I absolutely would love to attend. Pokemon Company International, please send a boy an invite. I have a lot to offer. I like long walks on the beach, fairy type Pokemon, and I promise you that I have learned to throw a curveball. But thank you so much for watching this video of me just ranting about how I've finally gotten into Pokemon Go after all this time. If you enjoyed, let me know down in the comment section below, like the video, tell me your thoughts, and if you are a fan of Pokemon Go, tell me what you like so much about it, and also what you think I could probably improve on, because I'm sure there is a lot. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have an appointment with a certain Chansey that I need to rematch. Yeah, I can Mega Evolve now, yeah, you should be scared!